much sidetracking. Google sent us to the wrong spot, and then they sent us to this spot, and we found it after a 1.5 mile hike. Not a huge amount of water, but pretty nevertheless. So we will find a composition and take 1 or 2 photos. I only brought 2 sheets of film, and I brought my smaller lens for my digital, so I will take a color picture too, and you will be able to see that. Alright, let's get to work. Okay, made it back to the dark room. Seen a bear on the way home, crossing the road. I decided to go for my Ilford warm tone fiber-based paper and warm tone developer, and we'll see what we get. So let's do a contact sheet and see what we can get out of these negatives. See which one. I changed the exposure a little bit on one of them. One exposure I went with reciprocity failure was 5 3/4 of a second. The other one I went 6 1/4. My digital camera was at like 13 seconds at ISO 100. So I don't know if my light meter is a little off, but we'll see. I mean, they look pretty good. I can see detail. I can still see detail in there in the shadows, so I should be able to get something out of it. Alright, I'll see after I get that contact sheet done. Okay, what I thought was going to happen happened. Dynamic range was way out of, I mean, this was like EV 10.2, I think. And this rock right here, which was pretty much the darkest spot, was EV, I want to say 3.5, somewhere right around there. So I knew this was going to burn out. This is the shorter exposure. This rock a little darker. This rock's a little lighter. So this was the 6 1/4. I chose this negative because there's probably more detail in this area. There's a log that comes across at the top of the waterfall is right about here, There's like a standing platform up there, so I'm probably going to crop this down to here. That way I only have to, and then I guess I'll have to burn that in. So we'll make a test strip across this area, see what we get. I think I'm going to be burning up a lot of paper. Alright, let's make a test strip and find out what we can do with it. Alright, I think I might make an executive decision to cut this off right about here. There's the log I was talking about. You can barely see the this platform. The only thing I got to check is I have these trees on the side. I'd like to use the whole piece of 11 by 14, because if I just move it, I have a big spotch about this big that wouldn't be getting any picture. So I may zoom in. I'll see what the trees do. I'll take you over there once I decide and show you what I got. Okay, so what I got, eliminated most of the blown out area, kept the little tree over here in the frame, and there was actually a tree in this bottom corner that I didn't like. I'll push it over and show it to you. It was kind of a distraction, so moving it, blowing it up. I lost this tree in the corner here on the side and these rocks, but that's about what I came up with. So yeah, the waterfall, it's kind of on an angle, so I can't really center it, so it just kind of starts from the right and works its way to the left. Well, we'll print up a full sheet and see what we get. Okay, here's the print in the wash. The whites are really white. There's going to be no detail in that water. Same with these. It's a little bright over there. Because there's no detail, I'm going to try a pre-flash. So let me take you over. I'll just use this camera. I tried 2 seconds, way too dark. Can you see that little circle right there? That's like a half second. So I'm going to try a half second and see what the print turns out like with a pre-flash, just to knock down those whites. Alright, did a little bit of experimenting. This sheet here is the half second pre-flash. It did get a little bit, but not quite enough. So I experimented with split contrast. Went a little bit extreme, like I've done before, with 2 minutes, and of contrast 00, and I backed off the regular exposure by 5 seconds, and boy did it muddy up the rest of the tones. So I decided to stick with pre-flashing. You can see the difference up by my thumb or my finger here. Here's the whites of the paper, and you know, the whites look pretty good. You know, the toned down everything. And I also backed off the exposure a little bit, which I might increase back to 20 seconds. I believe I went 15 seconds on this one. I might go in between, but all in all, I think I'm going to go with this one. So I'll pre-flash for 1 second just to tone down the water and the highlights on the leaves there from the sun, because the rest of was in shadow. And we'll see what we get. I'll show you the full print. You'll watch it get developed, and then I think we'll be done. Okay, here's the print. You can kind of see the pre-flash at the top. There's a print under this one. I'll explain what went on with that. This is the second print. This is the one you watch get developed. Now, this print is when I thought I had it right. It's a little darker. Actually, I might prefer this one a little better. The log is a little dark right there. Right in there. I mean the boulder. But what happened with this one is I went for the 1 second pre-flash. Put the paper back in the box, put the negative back in, turned it on focus, adjusted because the negative doesn't sit in the same spot every time. Forgot I had it on focus, and turned everything off, put the paper back in, turned the exposure on for 20 seconds, and when it's on focus, the timer doesn't run. So what happened was, I have no idea how long the exposure was. Apparently it was longer than 20 seconds. And so I just tossed this paper to the side and then redid the other one. So, but it actually turned out, I think, a little better. And if it wasn't for the dark spots, it looks pretty nice. Other than that, I decided to develop it. I developed the other one, and I decided to develop this one just to see what it would look like after making a mistake. Alright, I will, when they're dry and flattened, I'll take a picture and see which one you guys like better. Looking at the tops here, I definitely like this one a little better. It's a much more toned down than this one. This one's much brighter. I could deal with the dark rock being with everything else, you know, being a little better. Alright, prints are done drying. Here's the one I thought was, you know, better than the other one. You can see here it got way too dark, and so learn something about this paper. Print it up lighter than you feel you're going to need, and then let it go dark. Probably be like a couple day process, and do a test print, see if it's what you like, and then go from there. Alright, here's the print that I thought was going to be a little too light, and I actually darkened up some. The rock is pretty much, I'd say zone 3, almost 2. Let's see if I'm gonna go up close, and you can see the pre-flash a little better. It was a little too bright down the dark room. But yeah, not too bad. Not the best, but practice, practice, practice. Alright, off to the color pictures, and I will see you next time. Plan for this weekend is to go out into the Pinelands, do a 5th installment if I can find something. If not, we'll think of something. All right, thanks, subscribe, and really appreciate you being here.